Hey guys, it's Amy, and in 14 weeks on Mounjaro, I have lost 35 pounds. So I think that currently puts me at 147 pounds or 10 stone 7. So I'm finally out of the obese category and finally into the just overweight category, which we all know BMI isn't accurate, but we're going to go with it. It's still a landmark. And if you know me, you know that at the start of this year, I weighed 188 pounds or 13 stone 6. When I started Mounjaro on the 4th of April, I was 182 pounds and I am now 147. So yeah, it's pretty good. As you know, I'm now back on 5 milligrams. There was a whole drama with Boots. I went to get my prescription because obviously I was away for the weekend. If you saw my last vlog, I did manage to go to the gym while I was away. So that was a non-scale victory, which we will get onto. But yeah, so I went to get my prescription from Boots on Tuesday and they just got the Mounjaro straight off the shelf and it wasn't in the fridge. And I was a bit like, well, at the time I didn't want to cause a scene. So I was like, what if I'm wrong and you are allowed to store it not in the fridge? But I was pretty sure I was right. And I also think I didn't want to cause a scene because obviously I was a bit embarrassed. I didn't want to be people be like, oh, she's on Mounjaro. And I didn't want to draw attention to myself. Which I think as a fat person, I don't think that's uncommon. Especially when, in the past, if you've been bullied, you've been ridiculed, you've been singled out for your weight, you've constantly been made aware of how much space you take up, and you feel like you don't really have a voice. It does play into sort of how you go about things, and I did feel like I didn't have the confidence to say anything. But then I I firstly messaged the Boots Online doctor, but I waited 24 hours and they hadn't got back to me. So then I rang the Boots Online doctor. And originally she was like, it's okay. I think it's just Wegovy that needs to be kept in the fridge. And I was like, well, can you please check? Because the message that you get from Boots says that before Mounjaro's open, you need to store it between 2 and 8 degrees and you need to keep it refrigerated. And that's what it says on the packet. On the prescription, that's what it says. And then she was like, I'll check with the doctor. And then she was like, the doctor says that when it's opened, it can be stored at room temperature for 30 days once you've used it once. Which I don't really get, to be honest. Because surely if it's not opened, why does it make a difference if you've used it or not? I don't really get it. Because it literally says on Boots, and it says if you're not in for delivery, it's sort of your own fault if it's not cold and if it breaks down and doesn't work anymore, and you can't blame us. Which is why I do click and collect, because I know I'm not going to be in. I work silly hours. I just know I'm not going to be there. So then I rang the Boots Online service. They were like, you need to speak to the pharmacy. So I rang the pharmacy yesterday, the Boots one that I got it from. And she was like, I don't know why it wouldn't have been kept in the fridge. It's neither do I, but I saw it with my own eyes. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a confident person. I don't like confrontation. But I was just kind of I've paid 200 quid. I'm paying more than other providers. So she was like, bring it in tomorrow and we'll investigate. So I was absolutely pooing myself today. Because the thing is, the Boots shuts at 6 and I finish work at 5. So I was having to get there rapid. And then I got there with the Mounjaro because she was like, bring it in. I was like, that's fine. I got there with the Mounjaro and she was like, have you been keeping it in the fridge while it's been at home? And I was like, yeah, since Tuesday, but it's been in your shop since Friday on the shelf. And she was like, well, it's in a fridge bag, so, it shouldn't have been on the shelf. It's I saw it with my eyes, and said fridge bag wasn't one of those insulated fridge bags. It was a plastic sandwich bag. So it's not even there was ice packs that have melted. There weren't any ice packs or anything. So I just kind of, I was just like, listen, is there any way that you can check? And she was like, I don't know how we'd check if it was kept in the fridge. And I was thinking, well, you've got CCTV. But then she was like, she looked like she didn't believe me. Because, the thing is, it's clearly a mistake, which is fine. And if they just put their hands up and they're like, yes, I'm sorry, we've made a mistake. But she was acting like she didn't believe me, which, okay, fine. But luckily she did say, we can get you another one. We've not got any stock in, but I can order it in for tomorrow. And I was like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. So I am going to go and pick it up tomorrow and then take it tomorrow because that is my shot day. Well, it's originally Thursday, but then I changed to Friday and it just depends on what I'm doing, what my work schedule is and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It was quite stress inducing because I don't like getting in, I don't like ringing people up. I'm quite anxious. Sorry, I feel like I can't breathe properly. Yeah, I don't like ringing people up. I don't like sort of being the thing is, it wasn't even confrontational, but I'm not very good at being assertive. I never have been. I'm always quite passive. I don't defend my corner, and then when I try and be assertive, I just can't manage it. I just shy away, or I get a bit too I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but I've never been good at being assertive, and it is something that I'm trying to work on. as I get older, it's like, no, stand your ground, back yourself, but like don't go into aggression sort of thing. Like, it's trying to find the balance, isn't it, between backing yourself but like doing it respectfully and not getting too upset and trying to stay calm, which obviously, you know, I struggle with. But luckily I managed it. I'm really proud of myself. Went in, dealt with it, bish bash bosh. So I'm going to get that tomorrow. Some non-scale victories. I've worn my new gym leggings to the gym. I've got some Gymshark ones and I've got some Alpha Elite ones. Both very good. The Gymshark ones are the short version. Comfortable, but what I will say about them is on the Gymshark website, there's only 2 pairs of leggings that they do in the short version. Why are you restricting short people like that, Gymshark? Why are you restricting? Because the thing is, like, I'm 4'11", so it's not even like I'm a bit short. It makes a massive difference, especially the leggings that are meant to like scrunch around your bum. It's like, well, my bum's down here, love. Do you know what I mean? My bum's not up here. Like, my legs aren't that long. So I don't know. Like, I do really like my Gymshark leggings, but I will say, Gymshark, you need to sort it out. What are you doing to us small girls? What are you doing? What are you doing to us short queens? You're not doing us justice, are you? And I will say the Alpha Elite ones, again, make my bum look amazing. They're the dark green ones. But because they're too long on me, it is like it doesn't quite sit right. And it is annoying. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes I'm camel toeing. The camel is toeing. Like, but the thing is, one non-scale victory, the reason that I'm mentioning wearing the leggings to the gym is I first got them and like in my flat, I was like, ooh, like I look nice and stuff. Like, but then I was too sort of nervous to wear them to the gym. I was like, oh no, like what if people, like what if I'm feeling myself a little too much? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what if people are judging me? What if people are like, oh look at her, she thinks she's the bomb and all this. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, I look good in them. But then I was scared and I was wearing long tops to cover them anyway. And then sometimes like putting them up and I was a bit embarrassed because I'm not gonna lie, I was in the little weight area like doing my weights or whatever. And then I think like at least twice I did turn around and check my bum out in the mirror. And then I felt a bit embarrassed then. I was like, I bet people are thinking I'm one of them. But the thing is, there's nothing wrong. Like, I'm not being funny. It doesn't matter who you are in the gym. If you want to check yourself out, you check yourself out. Like, I was about to say, oh, they'll think I'm one of those girls. Like, what girls? Like, do what you want. Like, do you know what I mean? If you never want to clap eyes on your backside, that's fine. If you want to turn around every 5 seconds and look at what you're working with, that is also fine. So that's a non-scale victory. Another non-scale victory for me, I mean, 1, I've been parading around camel toe with no shame. 2 is I've finally split my gym workouts up. So like now, for example, this morning did leg day. Yesterday I think I did core day. That was quite tricky actually, because obviously I've been trying to work my core because I've not got any abs, not got any sort of tone, nothing. But obviously because I'm quite a newbie to ab workouts and stuff, and even the beginner ab workouts on YouTube I really struggle with. And I was on my phone feeling awkward for a bit, like YouTubing stuff and like trying to get things right. And there's this one thing, it's like called the dead bug. I just couldn't get my coordination. You have to lie on your back and like you lift one arm, then you lift your leg, and I just wasn't getting it right. And I felt like a bit of a fool, but I allowed myself to have that space and to just be like, I don't care if people are watching me. I don't care if people can see my camel toe. I'm going to do this dead bug. I'm going to try and work my core and I'm just going to crack on with it. So that is a non-scale victory. And yeah, so I've split up my workout days. Tomorrow I think I'm going to do an arm day. Work me little twiggy arms. I do have loose skin on my arms from when I lost 55 pounds. I think it was like 1920. Hang on, is it gonna? Yeah. But at the same time, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna lie, at the start of this journey I was taking, well, at the start for about a week I took collagen pills, but they were really big and I'm not good with remembering to take tablets. Always been an issue. And I'm not good at, I just, you know, when you feel like getting stuck in your throat, and I get quite, I'm just a bit fragile, bit dramatic. So, but the thing is, I kind of wish I'd been taking them, because I don't know. Obviously, I'm a bit, because I just bought them online. You don't know what you're getting. So let's be real, guys. Don't do that. Do your research. Get them from somewhere reputable. But I do kind of wish that I had been taking them still. But at the same time, I still haven't been taking them. And like when I was doing my star jumps and my face was shaking, I was like, babe. But at the same time, like, girl, like, you've lost, what, 35 pounds in 3.5 months or something? Like, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I'm trying my best. And I think I am gonna, well, obviously I'm waiting on my bloods to come back from the GP. They said it'd be about a week. I might start taking the collagen tablets again, but I'm still a bit like it makes me, they're just too big. They are massive. but I might, because it is a concern. Thing is, my hair, I'm always molting. Don't know if I've said, so it's not a new thing for me, but I do always have thick hair. To be honest, I've not noticed it's falling out more, but I have noticed, I know that if in weight loss, your hair can shed, essentially. But mine sheds anyway, so it's hard to tell the difference. But I don't know, I might take collagen tablets, I might not. I've bought myself a 1996 England top to wear to the gym tomorrow. I'm obviously going to wear it on Sunday as well. So yeah, I'm quite excited. It's a new top. I like my top. I'm going to wear it with my Alpha Elite leggings. Bit worried though, because it doesn't really, it does the tummy, but it won't cover any camel toe. So I am just going to have to rock and roll and be like, listen lads, not even lads, anyone, if you can see the outline of then that's on you. That's nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do with me. I'm going to try and not care. To be honest, I'm hoping it's in my head, because when I was trying them on, when I'm trying them on at home, I'm like, it's fine, you don't have any camel toe. And then when I get to the gym, I'm convinced I've got camel toe. And it's I can't be checking every 5 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's I'm checking my bum out every 5 seconds. Get a grip, honey. Remember why you're here. You are here to work. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I do want to do more gym workout, vlogs, because I really enjoyed it. The issue is I've been going to the gym a bit later recently, at 7:15, because I did for a time go at 5:30, 5:45, and then I would have the opportunity to film for a bit before it got too busy. But now it is quite busy whenever I go. Because before I was doing 2-hour workouts, no sweat. 'Cause the thing with the Mounjaro, I'm an absolute beast. I can just go for hours and I'm not tired and I'm not hungry and I just want to work. But I don't want to overwork myself, and I need to be kind to myself, and I need to remember to rest. And I've mentioned previously that that's something that I'm really proud of, that I've managed to take rest days and not, let it ruin my progress, not let it lead to me catastrophizing and thinking, oh, I'm never going to go to the gym again. It's not led to me completely giving up, and it's not led to me taking weeks off. I'm able to take a day or two, or sometimes, not going to lie, the other day I took a week off, and I got right back to it, and I got back in. I was like, here we go. So yeah, I am really proud of myself. One thing I will say that I'm a bit worried about, I don't think I've been eating enough. And obviously that's not because, it's not anything to do with sort of my mindset around calories or anything like that. It's just I've not been hungry, and I don't eat before I go to the gym because I feel a bit sick and I feel like it sits in my stomach and I can't really do any exercise then. And also then I don't tend to eat before I go to work. So the first meal I tend to have would be lunch or dinner sometimes. It really just depends. Because I refuse to pay $5.50 for a meal deal at work, but then it's but I'm just not been organised recently, and I've not been, making me pack lunches and stuff. So I need to definitely get back onto that, because obviously if you eat too little, then that's going to be negative as well, and I don't want that. I don't want to waste away, and I don't want to upset my metabolism any more than my years and years of yo-yo dieting have already upset it. So I don't know, but the thing is, I feel ill. I'll eat and I'll be really full, and then I'll be like, come on babe, you haven't eaten enough, and I'll try and eat a bit more, and I'll still it just doesn't sit right with me. And then the next day, especially if I eat late, which I have been, then I get indigestion at the gym, and I just feel uncomfortable. So maybe I need to sort of start dealing with that and taking some Rennies and taking Gaviscon or whatever. Because let's be real, I've been moaning about loose skin. Well, not really moaning. I've just been it's a thing. It could happen. It's one of those things. I'm on a big weight loss journey, but I'm also on a big health journey. And the gym has been amazing for my mental health. I know I won't shut up about that. I don't really care. It's given me loads of confidence. Well, a lot more confidence. Let's be real. My self-esteem, my self-confidence at the beginning of this year was not even on the floor. It was it was less than non-existent. And now I feel comfortable in the gym space. I feel like I can exist in the gym space. And I am honestly, I look forward to going to the gym. And on days when I don't go to the gym in the morning, I just kind of feel a bit I wish I'd gone to the gym. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I need to prioritise rest. And I did get into a really good sleep pattern a month ago, and that has all gone to pot, and I have been really struggling with that. And I'm going to try and get into a good sleep pattern, because I do, obviously, the circadian rhythm, but not even anything to do with that. You just feel better when you're rested. Whatever the facts and figures are, I just feel better when I've had a good sleep. I want 8 hours. At the minute I'm getting 5, 6, and it is having a negative impact on me. Because I'm a busy bee. I've got things to do. I'm working a lot. And, you know, and then I come home and there's, you know, there's a lot, but like, that's life, isn't it? You need to crack on, you need to get on with it. There's highs and lows. But what I will say, the 14 weeks that I've been on Mounjaro, I don't regret it at all. Now, that's not to say that this is the right choice for everyone. It's not to say that it's been smooth sailing and that there's nothing that's been difficult about it. Obviously, the price is extremely difficult, you know, things surrounding Mounjaro, like certain, you know, the shame. Not that, I mean, I've done a video on this previously, there's no need to feel shame, but more like, you know, not wanting to tell people, which I think that's your prerogative. You tell who you want, you don't tell who you want. You're not got to say anything to anyone if you don't want to. It can be between you and your healthcare provider. Do you know what I mean? It's no one's business but your own. But if you want to tell people, then tell people. And so, yeah, I think, again, I've still only told, I think, one of my friends and then my family. And I'm happy with that at the minute. Obviously, I've told the internet, the entire internet. But obviously, that's different. It's easier talking to strangers, isn't it? So I am hopeful. This week, I know a few weeks ago I had really rocky mental health. This week it has been better. That's not to say it's been perfect and I've been happy as Larry the whole time. I haven't. You know, I have had anxiety, I've had things going on, I've had thoughts spinning, I've had it all. But that's probably the main reason I go to the gym, is to be like, shut up brain, let's work out, let's get some, you know, let's fix your twiggy SpongeBob arms, let's have a good workout and let's feel better about yourself. So I am proud of myself, standing here at week 14, regardless of the weight loss, my life has improved in a lot of ways. I'm more confident, I'm more comfortable in the gym, I must be healthier. I mean, oh guys, as well, for the past 3 days, I've been on the stairmaster. I did 15 minutes, then I did 10 minutes today, and I did 20 minutes yesterday, not holding on as well. Because I've seen those TikTok videos of people being like, I did 10 minutes on the Stairmaster for 30 days and it faded away in my back fat. So I'm taking pictures of my back rolls without a bra, so you can see every single back roll, right? And I'm going to take pictures maybe like every 4 or 5 days. And then at the end of the month of 10 minutes on the Stairmaster every day, I'm going to show you all. And hopefully my back rolls would have faded a bit. And I just want to feel stronger. I want to feel fitter. I don't want to be breathless when I go up the stairs. I don't want to be breathless at rest sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I want to be able to walk upstairs. And don't get me wrong, I'm still taking the lift up to the gym. I'm still taking the lift at work. You've got to choose what works for you. Like, we're not all out here being athletes every minute of every day. But I just, you know, and I'm starting to feel less awkward. I'm starting to feel not, you know, but like, you know, when you're fat and you constantly feel like you take up room, and you constantly feel like you're trying to like hide yourself and like you don't want anyone to notice you. And don't get me wrong, I'm still not wanting people to notice me, but I'm not afraid to take up room in the gym anymore. And I'm not afraid, like I feel more confident and I don't feel as like I need to hide myself, you know, at work and in other situations as well. I feel less like everyone's staring at me thinking, oh, you're ugly, you're fat. Like, I feel like I can exist a bit more and I am starting to grow confidence. We're a long way from getting anywhere, you know. Like, we're not going to act like I'm the big I am now and like I'm really confident and I think I'm Kylie Jenner or whatever. In terms of confidence, I'm not saying she's a beauty standard or anything, but do you know what I mean? I'm starting to come out my shell and I'm really, really, really happy with that. My only worry at the minute is I'm not eating enough and I don't want it to hinder my progress and to make me ill. So hopefully the plan is for we've just done week 14, haven't we? So the plan is for week 15, hopefully get me blood results from the GP. I am still struggling with lethargy. I get home from work and I'm knackered. But to be fair, like, my job's taxing and I get up early to go to the gym and I've got a lot going on in my life that's nothing to do with Mounjaro. So it's multifactorial. We know I love that word, but it is. But week 15, I'm going to try and have more confidence. I'm going to try and split up my workouts into different days, focusing on different areas. I'm going to definitely focus on what I'm eating now. Because before I've been kind of like, oh, it's fine, you only ate like 1,200 calories yesterday. And it's like, no, start eating more. I'm going to try and start having breakfast. Because I did start having breakfast for a bit. And then after that, I just stopped and I just got out of the habit. And I've been getting up later and rushing a bit more. But I need to prioritise it. I need to eat more. I do. So week 15, we're going to eat more. We're going to keep hitting the gym. We're going to have a rest. Hopefully England are going to bring it home on Sunday. But we will see. I'm excited either way. And yeah, I'm just going to watch myself. I'm going to watch myself. I'm going to try and listen to myself more. I'm going to try and notice my sort of triggers more. You know, when you start to notice that you're getting angry, you start to notice that you're ruminating. I'm going to try and just nip it in the bud Or, you know, I've been listening to, I know on the Fitbit, the coaching app, they have like mindfulness bits. And I always put on this nice little like flute one when I go to sleep. Because it switches off automatically. It won't be playing all night. But it's like a half-hour flute noise. And I just put my little head down. And I'm like, right, night everybody. And then, you know, I just listen to me flute. And it's nice. I'm trying to get into that. You know, I'm trying to take care of myself in little ways that are going to add up. Because it does make a big difference. And at the start of this year, I was below rock bottom. I can't even tell you. Like, trust me. Like, I know you might be thinking, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I know what I'm talking about, honey. Do you know what I mean? So, and don't get me wrong, I act all jovial on here. Definitely not the case, 100%. So I think this week, I want everyone to practice self-care in whatever way. If self-care for you is just lying down all day, not doing anything, skip the gym, go to the gym, treat yourself. Do you know what I mean? Do whatever you want that will make you feel better. Close your eyes. I don't know, do some don't get me wrong, I'm not going to pretend like I'm an advocate of mindfulness. I'm not going to pretend like, you know, I'm only just starting to try it. I've never been a big believer. It irritates me, it winds me up. But I'm just trying to find little things that I can do to help myself. And, you know, I hope that everyone's doing well. I hope you've all got support. I know this is a bit rough. It's rough being on any journey, but you know. So I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone's got support. I do have an exciting announcement coming on Saturday. So watch this space. It's exciting for me. You guys might not care. But that's okay. But yeah, so just watch yourselves. Look after yourselves. Put yourselves first this week. And whatever journey you're going on, whatever you're going through, if you just, you know, happen to have found my video by chance and you've somehow stuck till the end, I hope you're having a good time. And if you're not having a good time, that's fine. Like, it's going to get better and we're going to be fine. So I love you all and I will see you all later.